Yo, what's up? It's your boy LaCaven, and today I'm doing a reaction to Jim Cornette reviews Division versus the Usos Tag Team Titles Street Fight on WWE Raw. Now, I come in, I ain't going to do it long because I got food taste testing while I'm doing this video, okay? So, you can just bear with me. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So, first off, we got the Smuckers peanut butter jelly crust sandwich. And then we got some Doritos, jalapeno, like hot sauce chips. So, yeah. And we got some Starbucks white chocolate mocha coffee. Alright. And we got me some little white mac and cheese with bacon and some little cheddar cheese and stuff. So, we're going to do this and make sure you like and comment, subscribe to my channel. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it, y'all.
It was time now for the first match of the night. After they've broken and travelogued and plugged and whatever, we're 20 minutes in. So we're going to get a tag team championship match with Logan Paul and Austin Theory against the Usos. And it's a street fight. Oh, God.
Thank God. Thank God. Any other match with the Usos I wouldn't have been able to watch at all. I'm not saying this is perfect, but it's better than watching them wrestle a regular match.
Then why was this the shortest one ever? Normally when we have to watch them wrestle a regular match, it goes on forever. This thing, they had the entrances. They rang the bell after 30 seconds. Air Uso did a dive, and they went to a 3.5 minute fucking break. And so, when they finally came back, they had a table in the ring and 2 trash cans, a kendo stick. And they were super kicking the trash cans and beating the trash cans with the kendo stick because it's no DQ. And I started to say, and no JC. But by the time that I could even try to skip anything, it was like 6 or 7 minutes into this thing, counting the break. The Usos superplexed Theory through a table in the middle of the ring, and all of them are laying dead. Which gives the opportunity for the attention to go to Logan Paul down on the floor, where he goes to the front row. And Brian, can you vouch for the people that I'm not lying when I utter these words? Logan Paul gets a pair of brass knuckles from his mother, who pulls them out of her purse.
Yes.
That is what happened.
Mama Paul.
Mama Paul. Mama Paul. Mama Paul. Mama Paul, we got a thing going on.
Because his name is Billy Paul, you went to his song? Is that what was the what led you there?
Well, yeah, I just was thinking of Mama Paul. You know, I spent many great moments with Mama Paul. About 2:30, she'll be there. Mama Paul.
All right, let's get far away from the falsetto and back to
Mama Paul.
the Vision and the Uso. Hey, you know, when they were hitting him with the kendo sticks, I had the thought, thank God he has that garbage can on to protect him, because otherwise those kendo sticks would really hurt.
Well, obviously, but that's the deal. But here's the thing: who was it? It's just it's okay to do every once in a while, and actually in old-fashioned street fights when you didn't see them every day, it was a nice little spot when everybody knew how to take it and what the fuck, and you didn't. They go crazy with it now to the point where it loses. He was hitting him so many fucking times, the guy couldn't sell anything. You see what I'm saying? It used to be like they do a little piñata spot, but whack the can and let the guy fucking sell, and it's rushed. But nevertheless, it can be dangerous also, and I'm trying to think who it was. I can't remember. One of the girls, and I think one of the guys, over the period of time that I've been around to see these things, they put the can over their head and they hit it with the fucking stick so hard that the can, because they didn't have their hands upright, they chipped their teeth in their face, right? Bam! Because it's just, you can't see with the can on. You can't see which direction it's coming from, and you're trying to sell, and they're hitting so fast. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nevertheless, Mama Paul gave the Nux to Logan Paul, and Mama Paul is sitting next to I Show Speed, who is the person of somewhat dubious employment status in the world, who just shows up places, and last time we saw him, somebody speared him.
Oh, Braun Breaker.
There you go.
Okay, so so he talking about I Show Speed, like he was like a YouTube sensation, and he got some like probably millions of people, and doing the videos and stuff. Yeah, he actually really do train to be a wrestler with Randy Orton, because Randy Orton taught him how to do wrestling and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we don't know for sure, because like I know it's like celebrities want to join WWE and stuff, but I feel like to me it's like it's way out of here. And the TKO thing is like all the corporate and everything, all they care about is the money. And you seen the WrestleMania tickets like they're gonna have like this year. Like them tickets are high end. I'm talking about they're higher with like it costs like probably thousands of dollars for just one ticket per person for WrestleMania of this year. So yeah, it's kind of sucked though, but that's the world we'll live in.
Go. So whatever the fuck it is that this guy does, that he is asked to be these places, he's sitting next to the mother of Logan Paul. But now LA Knight, who's been doing color commentary on this thing, comes over and he jumps on Logan Paul, and he just walking a dog on Logan Paul. Logan Paul has dropped the Nux. So Speed is, when Logan Paul is attacked by LA Knight, Logan Paul holds on to Speed and drags Speed over the rails. Now they're fighting over there, and Speed sees the Nux. But apparently, even though he's sitting next to Logan Mama Paul, he's supposed to be a babyface, or at least was not against Logan Paul, or against LA Knight is what I'm trying. He's a babyface. He was on LA Knight's side because when he's trying to spin around and he's got the Nux and somebody grabs him on his shoulder, he hits LA Knight, knocks him out, but he didn't mean to hit LA Knight. So he must have thought it was Logan Paul. Did you understand this goddamn exchange where he gets the Nux, he puts him on his fist, the guy touches him, he spins around, knocks him out, then he's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to knock out LA Knight. Well, then the only other choice was Logan Paul, but now he's freaked out and he fucking leaves. Why is he sitting next to Logan Paul's mother? So Speedy, he takes off. Logan Paul gets the Nux and swings and misses, and the Usos double super kick Logan Paul, and then fucking super kick Austin Theory and spear him. But as the other guy's gonna go to the top to do 18 more finishes, Logan Paul, who still has the Nux, hit Jimmy and knocked him out. 1, 2, and they did all that in under 10 minutes with the break. What the fuck is happening? What was happening, Brian?
And then, of course, I Show Speed left with the Vision, with the bad guys.
Oh, did he? I thought he'd already gone when he left before.
Oh, no, he came back out because they had a vision of him with the Vision.
I'd already quit paying attention to my vision to this fucking thing.
What happened? They got the belts off.
Well, then what the fuck?
Usos?
Why did he goddamn leave to begin with? What is happening?
I don't know. Now, how did Mrs. Paul get past security and the metal detectors at the Garden? I don't know. But new tag team champions, the Usos didn't have to lose in a square and fair match. And the Vision have something going for them finally now. Because all the interesting stuff with Paul Heyman is not involving them right now.
Yeah, I think he's kind of, well, and I don't blame him actually, because this thing with Brock and Oba is huge, and his intervention in this thing, well, we'll get to the other thing.
Well, you're right about just, again,
go ahead.
You know, I went to the Garden for years, and until the late 90s Raw, there were no wrestling shows that didn't have a card of 7 or 8 matches maybe at the Garden, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, with the late 90s Raw, you started seeing more extended interview segments, opening segments that went a while. This goes into the early 2000s. None of that went away. It's only more now. And clearly they allotted a lot of time for promo segments and no time for matches. And the matches they did give you, you know, again, I've always said I liked Io Sky. I didn't watch that match. I didn't care. I didn't watch the Penta match. I didn't care. I wanted to see the stars and what they were going to do, and none of them were wrestling.
Somehow or another, Brian, in a previous generation, we had a way to still do Raw that had buku multiple times more viewers than it does now, and still have it be an action-packed show with a roster half the size that they've got now, a third the size, whatever the size, if you count NXT, who knows what the multiple is, and not have the people in these major NBA arenas, which we were in then also, sitting there for fucking 15 or 20 minutes before without seeing any appreciable action, even amongst stars. If you're not going to give a main event away, somehow they managed to interact. And boom, boom, and there were more matches, and they were shorter when they happened, but there was more of them, and it kept the thing flowing. And nobody... Again, it's wonderful to be able to milk the people and get them to chant your name and etc. But at this point, not only for the television viewer, 5-minute entrances, which we'll get to here in a minute, actually 6, with just the announcers just kind of filling, yeah, the blah, 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 telling you the story. Okay, but it's still a guy walking to the fucking ring for 6 fucking minutes. And so for the television viewer, you got a lot of places in this show you could get distracted without turning the whole thing into a goddamn 100-mile-an-hour formatted in a blender type of crash TV like old Vinny Roo would write. There's some middle ground to be able to keep things moving along. And again, with the size roster they got, but you get a lot of girls match filler, and then you get, you know, the tag team garbage match so they can get the, you know, the belts away from the Usos or whatever the fuck it was. And the stars that are in the main events at WrestleMania talk to each other in various forms. But goddamn, for 3 hours, if you congealed that all down into, would that make a good Pro Wrestling This Week with Gordon Soley and Joe Pedicino back in 86 when they had 48 minutes without commercials?
Yeah, pretty much. The saddest thing is just that Vince McMahon succeeded in making the fans accept this. Because they didn't always. And now more than ever they accept it and they pay the highest prices ever for it. A wrestling event with barely any matches billed as taking place, and if you go there may not be too many matches that actually take place. And then, like you said, I can't even imagine what it would be like to be in that building when the music's playing and people at home are in a commercial break. And for 3 minutes, I have to listen to someone's music while they stand there. That's awful. And somehow they've made people accustomed to it. They're fans, and they accept it. You know, it's one of the things that you look at AEW and you say it's a big miss if there was just an alternative product that was, you know, angles and promos the way you're supposed to have them, but also matches that people care about. But, you know, whatever. But that's
even if
they've made people used to this. That's the problem.
Even if not everybody cares about every match in the 3-hour program, if it's a somewhat legitimate, regular talent, recognized star of some level against a guy who knows what the fuck he's doing, you can have him out there for 6 minutes bell to bell with a minute entrance apiece, and it's not going to fucking kill the goddamn show and the network fucking tear your contract up.
Wow. Well, that was Jim Cornette reviews The Vision versus the Usos tag team titles in a street fight on WWE Raw. Now, I watched WWE Raw. Overall, it was an okay show. I know it's WrestleMania season, but I can't wait to see, like, you know, the main event of CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, or WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then I did the food and the drink thing, so I did the Crustables. These are one of my favorites, 10 out of 10. And the Starbucks White Chocolate Mocha, perfectly good, 10 out of 10. Devour White Mac and Cheese with bacon and breadcrumbs, man. If you ever gonna try this, man, I suggest you go try it at Dollar General if they have it at the store, but it's really good. 10 out of 10. And the chips, the spicy one chips right here, yeah, I'm giving this like, you know, 8.5 out of 10, you know. But in overall, I enjoy it, you know. And I hope you like it, and I hope you like this video. If you haven't, make sure you please like and subscribe to my channel. It's your boy Lakeem, and I'm gonna see you in my next reaction, man. Peace. Alright.